Alrighty then. Welcome to an exuberantly exciting episode of the Brews Clues Podcast. I am Reyes.
I am Wessel.
I'm Ricardo, and we introduce you guys to another stupendous episode here of the Brews Clues Podcast.
Absolutely.
Welcome.
We are three hooligans and fooligans in the San Fernando Valley, just trying out great beers all across
All the time.
country.
All the time.
If you guys didn't know,
Yeah.
Now you guys know.
We are having great hazy IPAs, triple hazies. We haven't really explored much in the stouts. We're not the biggest fans of like dark and
But we'll
bitter
get
beer.
there. I mean, that's because that's what this podcast is all about.
Yeah.
You know,
we shall dabble
trying
soon.
different things and
Absolutely.
letting people know how we feel.
We shall
Absolutely.
be doing some dabbling.
Take us away, Reyes.
All right. Today's first beer. I am pretty excited because the little, of course, like the youngin' in me is over here like, dude, that looks bomb as hell. Look at this.
Oh yeah.
Another King's classic, I want to say. So it
a
turns out
Frosé.
they do something every Friday. They call it Frosé Fridays. Is when they drop a brand new flavor.
There
So
you go.
you always expect something cool to come to King's too.
All the
that's
time.
for sure. So last time's episode was the Nerds Frosé, which actually got a pretty good rating on our behalf. It was
Yeah.
really
It did.
good, really
It did.
delicious. And this is, I feel like it's not going to fall too far behind actually. So this is the Mangoñada Lollipop Frosé.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just crazy because I seen them post how sometimes they get really creative with it, and they be throwing like a chamoy rim in there, some candy.
It hits home.
You know, it
hits home.
Yeah.
it looks delicious. You know what I mean? But like, I'm just really excited to like try this for the first time.
I mean, look at the
I have
canning.
not.
Look at that art. I mean,
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Take a look at that.
It's very
Yeah.
sweet. You know what I mean? It's just like very enticing. It just grasps your attention. You know what I mean? Look.
I mean, it displays
Yeah.
what you were talking about. I mean, look at it's got the chamoy rim. I mean,
Mhm,
it's got the mangoñada right there. I
Yep.
mean, it's got the sandia, the lollipop right there, the mango.
The classics. You know what I
Yep,
mean?
the classics. You guys know what we're talking about.
Getting it from
One
the Roach
thing-
Coach.
One thing that's
yeah.
dangerous about, well, not dangerous, but you got to be on the lookout for is because, and this happens every now and again, more recently, but because they come out with new flavors every Friday, it's hard to have each one be a 10 out of 10. Now, King's not always, I'm sorry.
Are consistent.
They are consistent, and they've definitely had some solid 10s.
All the time.
It's just every once in a while when you're putting out week after week
it
after
varies,
week.
man. It
Yeah,
varies.
it could be a little bit
That,
difficult.
of course.
so-
Or to differentiate flavors, because
Yeah.
sometimes at the end of the day, it almost all tastes the same.
Yeah.
Sadly, even when you have like completely different ingredients, just like the formula, the recipe they follow is just sometimes this
Similar to
recycled.
what they've
just-
what they've dropped before.
Yeah.
It is what it is, but that's why I always look forward to their collaborations, because
All the
sometimes
time.
you feel like, man, there might be
Ooh.
something different
Yeah.
with this one or something.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what makes this Mangoñada Lollipop Frosé unique is not only does it has like some really cool ingredients. Let me just read a couple off: mango, watermelon, tajin, and Miguelitos candy sugar, going along with El Chileritos chamoy. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But I guess they collab with somebody that makes their own chamoy, so they are using their chamoy to make this batch right here. So
Big
I
shout
feel-
out to whoever's involved.
Yeah, man, that's pretty cool. Kings actually be collabing with the little guy. You know what I mean? Because some of us are just doing what we got to do to get by,
Man,
and
that's what it's all about.
I'm pretty sure this guy's got a really bomb recipe. If a whole brewery is gonna collab with you, you know. So
Wait,
hey,
is it a small town company? Or
It
is
seems like it. I mean,
Yeah.
based off of the name,
Well, what's the brand of the one that's always at the stores?
I mean, it varies.
Well,
you know what
you-
I'm saying? Like I said, there's always.
because I know there's like the
multiple.
little packets
Yeah.
of the sugar.
Yeah,
it's always
the
something
see-through
different.
But
packets.
they also have like chamoy, like the liquid kind for especially
Yeah,
for
but I don't
micheladas
think
and
that's
stuff.
this one. If I'm not
No?
mistaken, El Chirarito should be like a house-made, like homemade kind of
Okay.
situation. If I'm
It's always
mistaken.
something
Yeah.
different. I feel like when you go into different liquor stores, wherever you may be at. I
Mhm.
mean, breweries per se. I mean, as you know,
Yeah.
I mean, it varies. You know.
Okay. 100%. Well, I'm excited, man.
Oh yeah, as
Very.
we should be, because
I
hey,
love
you know.
those watermelon lollipops.
And
Oh,
in
who
lieu of
doesn't?
this situation, I know we were speaking about it not too long ago. We actually have some of our own King's Brewery,
Kings.
original glassware. So
Yep.
The original.
decided to bust out one of mine because all the other ones I had unfortunately had broken due to great times, if you know what I mean.
And Raisin, if you can remember, not only just as a King's Cup, but what is it? Collab? Was it collab?
It was a
something?
Honey Badger collab. So that Honey Badger
You mind
collab.
showing out that honey badger?
Yeah, no,
Check it out.
No, it was pretty cool because basically
Wow.
it was a collab
rad.
with I think a terpene company. So dude, honestly, I was a big fan of that. I forgot. I think it had a granola. It had like honey. It had a couple terpenes in there. I'm not sure if it had any fruit in it, if I can remember. But
Indeed,
it
a
was
protein
a banger.
treat, I'd say.
Banger.
Hell
Not just
yeah.
a treat, protein treat.
All right. We'll color it. Obviously, it's going to be like some form of the darker section of
Yeah.
the
But if you
opaque
had to
shit.
guess, I mean,
What
would you think?
color? What color?
Just take a guess.
What
Hueso.
kind of red?
I'm gonna go dark red. Yeah.
Reyes.
Or maybe probably like a bright red.
Yeah.
I'd
I'd
say-
say chamoy.
I'm with you guys
had it
on that.
before.
Maybe like a chamoy red color.
Mm-hmm.
Give us a look. Oh, a little orangey because of the chamoy.
I see little flakes. Yeah.
Oh, you see the
little
little
red
flakies?
flakes.
The lollipop's in there.
Oh my God, we got a little splashback, ladies and gentlemen, but it's okay.
Nice.
It is totally okay. That's what happens when you
Wow.
drop liquid from a higher altitude. You get a little splashback. You know what I mean?
That smell. That smelly smell.
We're about to get into the smellage. Give me guys your cans, please, or your little glasses, please.
More porridge for the
Pull me up.
podcast.
Pull up and pull up again. This looks good. It almost looks like a pinkish, like brown. It's weird because the brown kind of like blends into like a really like nice pink. It's just hard to like describe really. But what are you guys getting from the whiff? Because I haven't whiffed mine yet.
I'm
Wait
not
for the
getting
way.
any chamoy or tahine in it.
Oh, you know what? I
mean, because
I
it's
would
a-
beg to differ.
It's
I
a very
actually-
distinct smell. I feel like when you're smelling that kind of stuff, especially if it's like candy or if it's the
Whoa.
real deal,
It smells like heartburn.
Yes.
But I'm here for it.
it's
That's-
there. The mango is there.
I smell something
Really?
like
The
vibrant,
mango's heavy.
a little spicy to it for sure.
Yes.
Just like off the whiff. But cheers, guys. Let's see. I'd rather do the
Cheers.
same tasting than smelling. You know what I mean?
Cheers, gentlemen.
Let's do it. Yo, boom, boom.
And cheers to those watching.
Oh Lord,
Wow.
there is some heavy sediment in this. It's like
Yeah, there's
chamoy,
tahine
like
in
chunks
there.
of chamoy and tahine just chilling in
There
Oh
there.
you
my
go.
goodness. Whoa.
Yo.
I couldn't
Whoa.
smell
this-
it, but I could
oh,
taste it. I could
This is a
taste
game
it.
changer. What the heck?
Wow. Oh.
I mean, you are right about the sediment. I mean, look at all that stuff in there. My
You know what?
goodness.
I am extremely perplexed by this flavor because I'm getting sweet from the mango and the watermelon, but it's just and then it completely contrasts to something like bitter and like kind of spicy
Yeah.
almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of the tahine and all the chamoy in there.
Wow, I am blown away by this.
This is a crazy
This
combination.
is candy,
Holy
man.
cow.
This is legit liquid candy, but like of what you expect.
Indeed it is.
Exactly what you expect it to
That's
be.
exactly what it
7%,
is.
that's not bad.
Whoa.
7% ain't bad.
Let me.
Take a closer look, ladies and gents. I mean,
man,
it might
slushed up,
seem
I'm-
like it's like
I'm
completely
losing my
just one
mind.
color, but you can kind of see the chunks at the bottom kind
Oh,
of
you
floating
can
around.
see everything going right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can see that. A little sediment. Mm-hmm. Honestly, this is pretty good.
I mean, if you've had to, Reyes or Hueso, I mean,
Shit.
1 through
Anybody
10?
have their answer?
Dare I,
Go,
yeah.
you go first. You
Dare
go
I
first,
say
gorgeous.
a
Take us away.
perfect 10?
a perfect 10.
Mm.
Ring a ding ding ding. A perfect
gotta-
10.
The flavor is you can't get
Winner,
more
winner.
accurate. You
Chicken
can't
dinner.
Get what you
You know what? You beat me to it. I'm right there on you. I'm right there with you, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Perfect
Hell
10.
yeah.
I give it a
dual
10.
Wow.
I
This
hate
hits home. Like I said earlier, this hits home. I mean, this flavor, what they've got going on in this thing right here, this mango ñada, Kings, we, the Brews Clues Podcast, appreciate you.
And what a
Thank you.
collab! Thanks for collabing with someone who like this. Honestly, that
Yeah.
actually probably already knew like exactly how to make chamoy from like the get go. You know, so that's probably where that brings that huge contrast that I'm speaking about.
Reyes, take us away. What are you rating it?
You know what?
This guy's gonna say it's a 7. It's not a 15%.
It's not up to the
I'm
standards.
gonna give it a 2.
It's not a stout, man. No, I was kidding. I don't even like stouts, but honestly, dude, this is just it. Just exactly what Ricardo really said. It just kind of like brings you back to like the classic, just like but like a melted version because I feel like you couldn't really find
could
even like
appreciate
a
something like
treat
this.
like this, even if you could, you know what I mean, like or like anything similar. So
Yes.
I'd say like the execution was really flawless. In my
What's he
opinion.
gonna say?
I'm gonna give this an 8.5.
8.5.
8.5.
Yeah.
That, you know what?
Okay.
That's cool. That's cool.
No,
Hey, man.
I mean,
You're
different
cool,
stuff.
man.
I just
Our
know
own
that for
opinion.
sure. I'm gonna have to drink some Pepto after having 2 or 3.
Oh,
of
yeah,
these,
for sure.
'cause
Yeah, definitely
I have gotten
ladies and
weak,
gentlemen.
and that's the only reason why I can't enjoy too many beers like this. It's just more for flavor, for the
It is.
moments. You know, I just
course.
don't want to get completely wasted just off this. You know
Do
what I
not
mean?
hesitate to split this, amongst your peers or whoever you've got
Totally.
going
What
on
we're
right there,
doing, or start a podcast.
Have a tasting. You know what I mean? But make
The
sure
Brews
that
Clues Podcast, man.
don't interfere with our work. Yeah. Yeah, no. So
Wow.
it's still pretty good rating on my behalf. I feel because it still breaks that threshold of being like
I finished it,
Yo,
man.
like you
It
gotta
was
have
so
that.
good.
Oh, let me give you some more then.
Oh, hey.
Because I kind of over poured. Unfortunately, this glass is actually
Or
really cool.
fortunately.
Like or yeah, depending on how you see it, glass half full, half empty. But damn, this thing consumes
Really good,
so
dude.
much
Yeah.
like liquid.
Really,
Look
really
at
good.
that. Here you go, sir. And let me give you some more too, Ricardo.
I can't get over how great this is.
Here you go.
Kings.
To be perfect, a perfect
And I was down
10.
and I was like, okay, let's see how it is. But nope.
I mean, that smell, it wasn't there. You weren't thinking.
No,
They weren't expecting
You
tens.
seemed
was-
that's for
puzzled.
sure.
You seemed very puzzled. You had no idea
I
what you know
I
what
couldn't
to
really
expect.
smell anything, but the flavor was
all about the flavor. It was
really good.
there.
This
You
is
can't
really
knock
good.
something until you try it.
Yeah, I can't say just because I didn't say it's a 10, it's not good. Because
like
it's
the-
good.
yeah.
It's really good.
The watermelon lollipop, that mango lollipop with like the Lucas. You guys remember Lucas?
Great
Yes.
balance.
Like,
Great balance
I
in
loved
between.
Lucas as a kid, man.
Every ingredient has been well balanced
They
right
used to
here.
always tell us, no, it has lead. As a kid, no idea what that meant. Oh, really? That's crazy. And just
It's like
All the time.
do fucking lines off it, man. As a
Should've
kid,
called me a
oh.
pencil, dog.
I was
Shit.
about to say, are we talking pencil lead? What are we talking here?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
No,
man.
honestly, thank you, Kings, for keep on consistently dropping fire. Because yo,
Absolutely.
this is pretty wicked, and I can't wait to tell more people about this. But yeah, $10 a can, a little steep for the price. But I mean, if you're looking for something quality, then you are definitely paying for it. That's for sure.
Head over the Kings.
Grab the next
Absolutely.
cerveza.
Thank you, sir.
You know what? This next beer has actually got me a little perplexed because I'm not sure if I've had it before, but I swear that I've seen their names for sure, at least on
Around.
multiple occasions, at least at like like Glendale Tap or like stuff that they have like a craft beer spot or something of the sorts. Because Cellar Maker is just something that I feel like is just such a common name in the beer community, but
Very common.
Ricardo actually got his hands on this one. So
Yeah.
tell me how you got your hands on this one, Ricardo.
So over at the our usual Handy Market.
Handy Market.
Yep.
Big shout out, Handy, of course. So as I was taking a look for what we were, gonna drink today on today's podcast, I happened to come across Mark, who is actually, I don't want to say the owner there. Big shout out to Mark as well. But he takes care of stuff right there. You know what I'm saying? So
He's the beer guy.
yeah,
or
he's
like
a beer
the
guy,
spirits
pretty
guy, for
much.
sure.
Yeah, yeah,
The
definitely
guide.
for sure, 100%. So as I came across, Mark, he highly recommended that we try this Cellar Maker brewing out from Oakland,
Thank you,
California.
Mark.
Yeah,
Thank you,
appreciate you,
Mark.
Mark. Thank you.
I know Mark hasn't seen me in a minute, but I'm sure if he did, he'd be surprised that I'm still alive. But yeah, big shout out to Mark. He's actually like a really humble, smart dude. He knows
Very.
exactly what he's talking about, so he'll definitely guide you in the right direction. If
He's
you guys have
definitely
any
got a
questions.
license to chill. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much.
Yep, that's for damn
Really chill
sure.
dude, man.
I like
Big
what
shout
you
out to
did there.
Mark. I love him. He's cool, man. Cool
Yeah.
people.
He'll
Cool
never
people.
deny you like he'll never just try to sell you anything.
He'll
be
never
like,
steer
dude,
you wrong.
what do you like, and tell me what you like, and I'm pretty sure I can find something that will fit the description.
There was multiple things I'm pretty sure we could have had here tonight as far as hazies. But as soon as he recommended this guy right here, this brewery, I was like,
Made it top of our roster.
I was
Yeah.
like,
And
let's
this is
do it.
actually a collab. Cellar Maker and what is this? Liquid Gravity Brewing. I tried looking them up. They're out in San Luis Obispo, literally right around the corner from the airport, like dangerously close to the airport.
they're right there.
They San Luis Obispo. They got a huge, a good variety of beers out there. They got lights, sours, West Coast IPAs, hazy IPAs, and like of course your dark beer stouts. You know, and all
Plenty
that
of
stuff.
beer to go around.
Some pretty
Absolutely.
interesting stuff. And then I couldn't help but to kind of like peep at Cellar Maker's Instagram, and they actually have some pretty nice looking IPAs. They look like straight juice bombs.
Yeah,
And when I
they
say
do.
juice bombs, it's just like
Really juicy,
it
really
looks like
hazy
straight
looking.
orange juice.
Capital
You just couldn't
juicy.
even distinguish the two if you just didn't even know what was getting poured from what. You know what I mean?
At all.
So I'm excited for this nonetheless. It's a 6.5%. It's a little weaker than our usual intake of IPAs, but due to good references and good people to show us the way, then this is where we're gonna go. You know what I mean? This direction
Yeah.
for sure. It's called the License to Chill. I'm sure Ricardo had already stated that earlier.
You guys didn't know?
Yeah, Cellar Maker is out in Oakland, California, and for the people that didn't know,
Yeah.
so
Oaktown.
it's out there.
The Bay.
6.5% again. The hops that consist of this one is Mosaic, NZ, Cascade, and Simcoe. And the people or the designer that actually made the can art, which actually looks pretty dope, is Fear and Loading. They make
Looks
I
really
guess-
dope.
Yeah, look at this. There's
Play
real
on
quick.
the novel and the movie Fear and Loathing.
It does. I mean, show that liquid gravity in the back as well. I mean, to your left-hand side. That looks really
I'm gonna
rad.
give it a
Sure, it's a
full
Bible verse or something.
180, so you guys can see the can art. It's really nice, honestly.
Vuelta.
Yeah.
Mhm. That's great.
Tourniquet. Yeah, no, this actually looks pretty cool. So
Fantastic artwork.
can't wait to see what they got. Let's give this a little crack open.
Absolutely. Man,
As we
love
crack-
Handy
I'm
Market.
wondering what kind of
Yes.
hazy shade this is gonna be,
This
because there's
is-
like
I was about to say.
bunch.
take us away. You think first, Reyes. What are you thinking?
All right, right before we had this little technical malfunction, we were actually guessing as to what kind of tone of haze this is going to be. Because, you know, when you see an IPA, there's multiple shades of it. There's like an extremely like bright yellow, vibrant. There's a little dark orange, opaque kind of look. And then you got, you know, like the see-through, like West Coast style IPAs.
Some murkiness.
Still, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to judge or
varies.
anything.
It varies.
My guess was that it was going to be due to the information that I've seen on Seller's page and what is it? Liquid Gravity Brewing in San Luis Obispo. Yeah.
Oh yes.
It looks like it's going to be a juice bomb, like a straight hazy, you know, like orange juice.
Incoming juice bomb, fellas.
Okay.
What do you guys eat?
I was gonna go a little bit lighter, yellow.
Shades of light.
Not so opaque, a little see through and stuff.
Okay.
I mean, I agree with you, fellas. I mean,
All right, let's
You
give
guys
it a go.
haven't
He's like, your
done me wrong.
guess is as good as mine.
just.
Is that
nice.
see through? Yeah, that is
Yep,
a see
bottom.
through. I did not expect that. That was a horrible pour on my part, by the way. I was just so astonished on the actual.
It's hard to do.
It was. We were
Clarity.
kind of even you've got
Look
me
at
over
that.
here kind of
Yeah,
looking
look
over
at
there
this
like
clarity.
what
What
is
the
going
heck?
on?
You know what? As much as I like IPAs,
cannot
I'm not gonna
knock-
knock it.
you
But
can't.
as
Don't
far
knock
as
it
what
till you try it,
as
man.
far as what I'm
Try
used
it
to,
first.
it's usually like a
Try it
OJ, like
first.
straight
Yeah.
orange juice mimosa
That's
type.
definitely
look, you know
what
I
we
mean?
were expecting. I think all of us, right?
Yeah, no,
I
I mean,
said it a little bit clear, yellow.
no, I was expecting.
Is that what you said?
But
Is that what you
I
said
wasn't
over
listening.
there?
I don't pay attention.
Okay. And
Alright,
we
give,
are
Give me guys a stud. Give me guys a stud.
the Brews Clues Podcast, everybody.
Expect the inevitable.
Expect it.
Hooligans and fooligans.
Till the end.
I'm
Yes,
gonna
sir.
hool.
Till the end.
I'm gonna hool
And you
again.
people watching us too. Till the end.
Wow.
This ship is gonna sail like.
Yeah,
Leadle, 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 You know,
Kind of like
I haven't had.
Oh
I,
my
I,
goodness!
I hate.
Smell though.
I hate
Hold
to
up.
say it though. I've never had an IPA that looks
Wow.
like this that I like. I hate to say it. Like the ones
Smells
that I
good.
like are the
Aroma.
actual.
Has a good scent to
The
it.
smell is
smells
there,
good.
but I'm not.
I'm hoping it
the-
tastes
the
even better.
Clarity. Is
I'm
just
hoping it
insane
tastes
to me.
even better.
It's just-
Cheers,
it
gentlemen.
doesn't smell like what a hazy would be. It's just insane.
Reyes, down your palate it goes.
I'm gonna tease myself. I'm gonna smell it a little bit more. A little tease.
Oh yes, no,
Light and
yes,
refreshing.
very,
Light and refreshing.
very crisp. Almost, it
Ooh,
seems like I would say
Yeah.
it almost is there. And I've never had a hate or what
This
is
goes down like a regular Modelo
It-
or like a Corona. Like if in a sense, what I'm like, not like quality wise, but like you can just crush this
Not the
shit. Like it
flavor.
doesn't
Yeah,
even. It
not the
doesn't
flavor.
even taste.
Definitely
Smooth
not
all
the
the way
flavor.
Yeah,
down.
like far away
Smooth,
from the actual
smooth.
flavor,
You're
but
talking
like
about the
as far as
color.
like how easy it is to bring down.
Yeah,
You know
talking
what
about
I
the
mean?
color.
real smooth, man.
Talking about
Easy
the color.
This is insanity. It has the clarity of a Modelo, but it has the makings of everything that's a New England style hazy. So it's like this is really perplexing
well said,
on my
well
end.
said, Reyes, well said.
Oh.
What are you thinking though? I mean, if you've had to rate this 1 through 10, if you need another
That's
sip,
crazy.
take another
The
sip.
body of a Modelo, but the profile of an IPA. This is it's kind of baffling on my end. So give me a second. I still gotta
Okay.
process it. So if you guys got your
This is
your,
nice. Okay, so
You know what I mean?
6.5 for a hazy IPA. They nailed it. They checked all the boxes. Light, refreshing.
Color
It's
was a
not-
bit. I mean,
Color was light.
it was very light.
Did you get a lot of hops in it? There's some hops, not crazy hops.
The hops are there. It's not too hoppy
Yeah,
though.
yeah. It's not bitter.
It's not hopping
like
everywhere.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Not
Okay,
at all.
So
Especially for it being a 6.5. I mean, the way it tastes
yeah,
and it smells really good. Tastes really good. It's not bad, dude.
eight, nine,
This
eight
is
who can I
8.9?
compare this to
8.9
as
is
far
fine.
as
No, you know what?
flavor?
And that is cool. That is
Yeah,
nice. I
that's
think that
about
is
where
nice.
I'm
You know what this
feeling.
actually kind of reminds me of?
What?
An old school monkish IPA. Because
Really?
Is that
monkish had obviously like wide arrays of IPA starting at 7.5, and up to triples if I'm not mistaken, even higher. I'm not sure yet, but this gives me like one of their single IPAs flavors, like the hoppiness and like the smoothness, because that's exactly where monkish
is
used to be.
smooth.
As
is
far as
very
quality,
smooth,
it
very
was just
crisp.
something just totally just on a whole nother level of just crushable. Monkish would always just turn heads as far as people who do not like IPAs, because they will prove you otherwise for the most part. So for me to be able to compare this to something as old school as old monkish, I say that's pretty.
We're heading in the
that's
right
pretty up there.
direction. I feel
Yeah,
like
like-
this is for me a 9
He's
out of
grateful.
10. This is a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Wow.
I like this.
Okay.
I was
the
not
only thing,
expecting that
the
from
only
Reyes.
thing I feel like, of course,
I thought he was gonna hate it.
the only,
I was
the
saying
only
the
thing,
same
the
thing,
only
man.
thing I
I
can
was
complain
thinking the
about
same
this
thing.
is
Here
the,
we go. Hang on,
the
here we
level
go.
of ABV content. I'm sorry if this was a double, which I'm sure you guys can produce. Easily,
They have the capability.
easily, mind you, because if you guys are pulling stuff
Well
out like
qualified.
this, then I imagine your doubles would be pretty pristine as well.
Yeah.
So it would have been an easy 10, but this is for sure 9.
I mean, if you
9
take a
on my
look at their
radar.
Instagram, if I'm
And-
not mistaken, that was like reviewing it. They've kind of got some like good reviewings going on. They've actually got like
Yeah.
a few awards, some beer awards. You know, not to
really?
mention.
Yeah.
Interesting, really interesting.
Okay.
I mean, if I had to rate this though, I mean, I'd say maybe 8.5 is fair. 8.5 is cool.
8.5?
It's there. I'm loving it.
Cellar Maker
This is
and
good.
Liquid
Really good.
Gravity.
Shout out
man.
Mark, dude. Mark knows what the heck
Thank you
he's
so
talking
much,
about,
Mark.
man. Yeah.
Mark,
Appreciate
Thank
you,
you,
Mark, over
thank
from the
you.
Handy
Mhm.
Market.
Because if there's no way I would have picked this out myself, so I'm glad
No,
that
yeah.
someone that already had this,
He
that had
kind
a
of
good eye
guided
for
us in
things,
the
kinda
right
already,
way,
yeah.
in the right direction. We appreciate you. Thank you, Mark.
Shout out Mark.
Absolutely. No, I'm not. I'm not upset at this.
Not
What
upset
it
at
is,
all.
what it
The
is, and what
Bay.
it be.
The
what,
Bay.
What it is and what it be.
The ratings
me.
are there. The ratings are
What'd
in.
you give it, Huizo? I want to see.
8.9.
8.9.
8.9.
That's pretty good. That's
That's
pretty good. That's better than most IPAs that we've had on here, I would say.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Especially for the color. I mean, it came out.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude,
it's
'cause
just mind blowing.
I hate to say it, that
blew me
clarity
away.
turns me off sometimes.
It
And
does,
I don't know
and I'm with him on
why,
that.
dude.
I'm
It's
definitely
just-
with him on that.
The first one,
it's-
I doubted it. Second one, he doubted it. Let's see about
I mean,
this
I
third
was
one.
thinking it. I mean, but I mean, once you kind of got a little smell of it, you were
Yeah.
just a little whiffums. You were.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Smell- ooh,
and you
delicious.
know, it's like I said,
Tastes
I
good,
haven't
too.
had an IPA like this that's blown my mind. That looks like this,
It's-
that has that
Yes.
clarity or that
Yes.
ABV content. Because
Oh,
normally
yes.
it's just so simple, overplayed, and it's just like over hopped, whatever. Nothing's crazy. I feel like
Three
you
simple ingredient. Three simple
yeah,
hops.
no, and some people don't even use multiple hops. Some people just use 1, 2. Sometimes even they try to use 6, and it still doesn't even come out as good. You know what I mean? So it's like they kept it simple, short, and to the point.
They
And that's
did
why I
it.
like it.
And you know what amazes me the most? Raisin Hueso is the fact that I mean, not only is it just 3 simple ingredients, but I've had this Mosaic, this Simcoe. I'm not too sure about the NZ. What was that in there? Horea's.
NZ Cascade.
Cascade.
So I don't know what the NZ stands for either. I'm sorry.
But for the most part,
New
I mean, those
Zealand,
two
maybe, I
other
don't
hops or those ingredients that I mentioned, usually the beers tend to come out a little bit more hazier. So for it to
Yeah.
come out looking, yes, 100%.
Oh.
Something
Maybe
that we've
it was
had
the
here
way
on the
they
podcast
filtered
before.
it, or
Okay.
I don't know.
It's
like,
intense. It's crazy. This
don't
is
know.
wow. Filtered well. I mean, whatever you can say.
Yeah,
Mhm.
whatever the process was to make this was actually
Very
well put together.
stellar. Maker Brewing. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Cheers to you guys.
Out of
Time for the
Oakland.
next one now. At this point,
Take us away to the next one, Reyes.
Alrighty. Oh yeah.
Twin.
Man, it's pretty rare that I've had the desire to get an Evo Twin brewery, but it's been like quite some time since I've had some in my possession. They've done
Oh yeah.
some pretty crazy collabs with Mortalis. I'm not sure if they've done any collabs with Kings, but they have done collabs with multiple people on the East Coast because they are an East Coast home branded
Sad.
brewery. And the crazy part is, I don't know if little history, what is those Snapple facts, I guess, if you want to say.
It's a Brews Clues podcast fact for you guys.
So, Green Cheek Brewing, or no, sorry, not Green Cheek, McKellar. McKellar had their own brewery, right? And it was ran by 2 brothers. And McKellar, I guess, one of the brothers had broken off and actually had started their own brewery out there in the East Coast, over there in New York. Evo Twin, which is conveniently Ridgewood, New York. Yeah. And they started their own brewery, and it's crazy because they both have a really crazy hype around them. I know I had mentioned this earlier to my my cast here, but I think I had said Green Cheek, and I think that was a little error. So that's probably what they were thinking. But I just had to correct myself because I just remember it was McKellar. McKellar, because they're actually
Facts. That's facts.
yeah, they're actually I think out there in San Fran. That's where their home brewer is at.
McKellar is headed toward. That was it not
Up there for sure. North Fran,
North
San
Fran.
Fran, somewhere around there.
Okay.
And so yeah, it's actually pretty cool to see someone break off and start their own thing and actually be very successful with it, in my opinion. So I'm over here rooting for the underdog always.
All the time.
Not sure why he
Whoa,
decided
whoa.
to do his own thing, but hey, good for him because it totally worked out in his favor. They'd be dropping some crazy, loony, crazy, wacky, like different inspired flavored
Can
ales.
art.
Yeah. Oh, not even can art, just like in flavors in general. They have such a crazy like.
Oh yeah.
I say a crazy repertoire of flavors for sure, and thankfully Ricardo over here, of course, he mentioned earlier he went to the Handy Market.
All the time.
had found this Evil Twin over there. I did not realize.
Evil Twin collab
Brewing.
with Trillium Brewing, actually,
Mm-hmm.
located
We
out
haven't
of
had Trillium in a while.
Kenmore, Boston.
Yeah.
Boston.
Yeah,
Boston.
and Trillium actually
7%er.
has a really good reputation to doing collabs with a lot of IPA-based breweries like
They do.
Monkish.
Indeed, they do.
So they actually have some pretty reputable collabs, I'd say. Super good. So I want to say, but it's been years, I want to say also as well, that
Yes.
I have not had my hands on them because the only thing I was able to get close to them were the collabs with Monkish. And Monkish, I'm not sure if they haven't been collabing with them too much lately, but because of that, I just haven't been able to try
and
them.
who in this again, Raze?
Huh?
Who are we talking about?
What was that?
Who is this again? What brewery are you talking about? The
Trillium,
or the-
Trillium, yes.
Yeah,
So-
no, yeah, he's right about that. Yeah, it's quite some time.
Yeah, so I'm actually pretty excited because from what I remember, Trillium being was an IPA favored or special.
Kind of ventured
brewery.
off, it seems like.
Yeah, so, I mean, if they're doing collabs with Evil Twin as far as Berliner Weiss, which this is categorized as, then I'm actually pretty excited to see what they actually got.
Must be sour. Let's check it out.
Yeah, and this is called the Even More Daily Servings Mixed Berries. I want to say this is all in the same name. They just probably have it like under each other, kind of paraphrased. And this is actually contains mixed berries and marshmallows. So it doesn't specify what berries, but
I would imagine your
Sure,
usual,
blueberries,
typical.
blackberries,
There you go.
raspberries,
Yes,
you
Wazer,
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
usual
right on.
medley of berry flavors that you can
Dark
find
berries, yeah.
freshly frozen at your convenient your grocery store. Some of the scents, you know what I mean?
Definitely. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm excited.
7% too, dude.
7%.
Wait, so
That
have
was
you had
more-
any collabs with this Mortalis? And I want to
No,
say
Trillium
maybe.
or-
With
He might have.
Evil
He
Twin?
might have.
Yeah,
Evil Twin, I don't think so, man.
No?
They don't. No,
not ringing any bells.
definitely no.
Well, I hope that you actually get really something nice out of this first time tasting.
Yeah, I'm
actually.
excited, man. It's a dessert.
I mean, but
Mixed
what's the
berries
color
and
gonna be like?
marshmallow?
I mean, what are we thinking here?
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
either gonna be blue.
It's always the color. I'm thinking purple. I've had to say purple. I was because it's berries. I'm thinking purple, blue, purple, bluish within that
You know
range.
what? I did have the Great Notion over at Glendale Tap. They had a double blueberries and marshmallow that was a purple,
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
had
no,
to be.
yeah.
and it was so good.
Blueberry
I can't
tends to
recommend
look
that enough.
purple, although it is
Great
blue.
Notion, shout
Yeah.
out.
It's just a
The
Portland.
inside
Dirt,
is purple, yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
no.
Okay,
Great
well,
Notion
hell
is
yeah.
amazing
Let's
stuff.
Open it up.
I don't
and
know
see
if
what we
any
got.
of you guys had this collab with me, but Evil Twin did a collab with Mortalis that I actually was a huge fan of. That they
Yes.
had. It's called the Even More Hydra series, and it was just literally just like a bunch of berries and marshmallows. And Mortalis already has like that game on lock. So for them to have done a collab with them on pretty
Even
much their home
twins,
turf,
too. Even
dude,
twins.
crazy.
They're
dude.
twinning right there, dude. They're twinning right there.
Oh, let's look at this can real quick because I just want to appreciate Trillium has such a really
Unique.
Interesting.
like very I don't know how to explain it, but
The
it's
can
like
art is
simple.
of a picture of the can.
Yeah.
With a time clock, well, a scale. It almost looks like a
Yeah.
weigh scale.
Yeah, pretty much. And this is like it's one thing that
All the
I know that Evil
berries on
Twin.
top.
Yeah, Evil Twin tends to do this. They'd be like screenshotting their own other beers and putting them
Something
on other,
way different.
Yeah,
It's
from
like
any
you
other
go to a
brewery.
museum and you see a painting of you at the museum and you're like, wait, what?
Because
and then
this
the
is
person
art.
painting
That's
you,
art.
you being
That
at
is
the,
art.
you know what I mean? It's just it's a whole nother like ballpark when you when you see like someone like prepackaged or stuff like this because
Oh,
it's
yes.
very new. Like who's like. Ego is big enough to take a picture of their own beer and put it on their
They're
own
confident,
beer,
man.
You know
I
what
mean, they're
Like, yeah,
confident.
that
They haven't
takes a
stirred
lot
us
of
wrong yet.
chutzpah. That takes a lot of confidence for sure.
Oh,
so.
look at the
Oh,
color.
this is like a dark
Okay.
red wine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Almost looks.
It's a little purple. I can see a
It
little
is
purple.
slight-
Very, yeah.
very
Has to
little.
do
It's
with the
more red
berries.
than purple,
Has to
but
do
yeah.
with the berries, 100%.
It's
I'm
not-
very
definitely-
sure it is. I'm
Definitely
very
not the
sure.
marshmallow.
Very sure.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't see no marshmallow up in this. Where is it?
You've
But
got to
yeah,
taste
no.
it. It might smell like
I
no
like this.
marshmallow.
I like the look of this. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna lie. It's just something like that. I want to say that I can familiarize as being good because
Yeah.
most of them, most of the sours I tend to indulge in kind of come out
Mm-hmm.
this color. So
Look at Hueso Sun lighting in like that.
You like
You're
that?
excited, aren't you?
Just a little bit, baby. Just a little bit.
I know there's no coconut in this, but it's okay. He can contain himself.
Don't remind me.
No coconut, but I mean, there's some berries in there.
Yeah.
Get you berry excited.
Get your berry.
Oh.
You could smell the marshmallow. It's that fluff.
Let me see. I haven't got to this yet. Hold on.
I could smell the berries.
You know what? Yeah, no, I can smell the berries. Totally.
Oh, yes.
You know what the smell kind of reminds me of? Do you guys remember the Answer Brewing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Of
it
course
kind
I
of
do.
has that sharp berry smell. Because one thing that I feel, I hope I can get my hands on for this
You always
podcast.
come across the answer.
I love
You always have the answer.
I got more
Cheers.
questions than answers. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Cheers, everybody.
Oh my goodness gracious!
This is an easy fucking. Oh my god.
Easy what, Reyes? Easy what? Take it away.
It tastes like
7%.
a Tootsie Pop, a straight Tootsie Pop.
A Tootsie. What flavor Tootsie Pop?
The
though?
berry Tootsie Pop.
Yeah, great.
berry?
man.
Yeah, the blue one. Or
Do you
is
know
it
how
the red
many-
one or purple one?
It could
Yeah.
be either or.
It could be one.
either or.
Probably
I mean,
the only difference is the chocolate in the center. Honestly.
all I know is that it's very good. Oh my
dude.
goodness, this is amazing, guys! I love this.
Yeah, wow.
I love this.
Yeah. No, this is pretty good. Easily like any knucklehead can be like, this is good.
Again, I was
100%.
very hesitant leading up to this. I didn't want to say it, but I was very hesitant because breweries that specialize in IPAs and do great, when they go to the sours, it doesn't hit.
It doesn't translate
This
well.
is an exception to that.
It's
Yeah, no, but the
super
thing is, I don't know. I'm not
superb,
sure
bro.
what Evil Twin kind of specializes in. I want to say they specialize in sours and
yes.
all kinds of crazy,
Awesome.
That's
obscure
exactly what they
style.
specialize in.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
when I see
all the
Trillium,
time.
I want to know what exactly they put in this to be like, okay, this was a part of us as well, because I
Hey,
don't
how
know what
about
they
that?
could have put.
It was a collab where they learned, and now they can take that and use it
Yes.
for their own.
I hope so.
Perfect.
I would
That's
love.
beautiful.
I would
Well
love
said.
to get the
Well
variants
said,
of this,
Wezo.
because you never know.
Well said.
Trillium might have their own version of this that they brewed in house on their
You are
brew.
right about
so
that as
that
well.
would be pretty cool to get our hands on. If
'Cause
anyone
now-
knows if they did, let us know.
Because when people tend to do, or when breweries tend to do collabs, they tend to do a version of their own.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there's
Yeah,
a two-way
that's happened
collab pretty
before,
much
for sure.
Yeah.
with their version and then the other
That being said,
breweries
Now
version.
now I really want to try Trillium's sours
Version,
and
yeah.
For sure.
their own
Without a
so
doubt,
with just
because
their
this
own
for sure
recipe.
has
If we
to
can
be
get our hands on them,
the
because
Evil Twin
please,
version.
man.
how
This is for
often
sure
is it
Evil
that
Twin.
we get to have our Trillium?
I
Like
mean,
anywhere,
yeah.
really.
You're totally
around
right about
here.
that. I mean, where I was at, I mean, big shout out, of course, Handy Market. Where I was at, dude,
Mark.
literally, ladies and gentlemen, there were about like 1 or 2 cans left of that Evil Twin. I kid you not.
Yeah, so
I kid you not. I was able to come across something that's really delicious, really, really enjoyable, and
baffled. Wow, straight baffled right now. That's all I am. Right now.
Definitely.
rated away, Reyes.
Yeah, no, this is easily probably like a 9.5, dude. 7%. Berry, marshmallows. I don't know what else you need. Honest, it's just
Because
damn.
it's
It could
very.
be a little bit stronger.
to quote an idiot of mine.
It could, man. I mean, if I'd give it a 10, but it's a 10. Because this is.
I'd give it a 10 if it was a 10, 10%. But I'm gonna give it. It's 7%, so it's still pretty good. I'm gonna give it a high 9.7.
You know what? Okay, that's cool.
9.7.
Flavor is fantastic.
Yeah, phenomenal. Honestly, easy to take down. Even someone with like a now lately, because I've been sensitive to acidic beverages, is actually easy to take down, and I don't feel so much of the burn going down either. So it's actually pretty well balanced, I'd say.
It is. It doesn't feel. You don't feel too much going down there.
It is
Not
that
at all.
sour, but
It's
sour?
sour. Yes.
Expect
It's
that.
there, but you know,
Sour.
it's not gonna hurt you.
Maybe you can have
Yeah.
this thing to yourself. You could.
Yeah, I mean,
I
if you
would.
reach the handy market in time,
Very few left.
Ask us
I mean,
questions in the comments. Ask us
Yes.
what should we drink next. Is there any
Yeah.
breweries you guys recommend? We'll
You guys want
show
stouts?
you
Let
the
us know.
way.
Anything you guys recommend, we'll try. As far as brews.
Yeah, or if
I mean,
there's
as far
something
as
that
brews.
you
Yeah,
feel
as far
like
as brewery.
ask
far as
us.
brews.
Ask us what you want to try. Be like, hey, what should I try? And I like this kind of stuff. Maybe we'll give you a suggestion that might blow your brains out. Maybe you'll be end up like, hey, you know what? This wasn't that great, but regardless, we're gonna point you
We're
somewhere.
here for
that,
it. We're
yep,
here for all of
mhm.
that.
Absolutely.
Give it to us all.
Seriously, man, I love my side job.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Well, we thank you guys for coming by for another week of the Brews Clues podcast. We really do appreciate it. We love doing this, man. This is it's such a great Monday.
It's gonna move us.
You know?
It's gonna push us to do more till we actually travel and try stuff for you guys outside of the
Speaking
States.
of
So,
traveling, actually,
Hey,
I mean,
whoa,
stay
whoa,
tuned.
shh.
guys.
Stay tuned. Stay
Don't say
tuned.
that. Yeah, just stay tuned.
Just stay
It's gonna be cool though.
tuned.
It's gonna be cool. So watch us do stuff that you're gonna be like, no way, these guys decided to just do that just to get content out. We're gonna do it. Yep.
Yeah.
And I want to say that actually concludes this episode tonight, and we thank you kindly. I am Reyes.
I am Wessel.
I'm Ricardo. We're going to roll out. Thank you, everybody. We'll be
Thank
back,
you.
though.
Adios.
Thank you.